I saw a very responsible woman, mid-40s, prayerful, organized, nearly cry because her fan stopped working. Not NEPA, the fan. Minutes later, she was hugging the air conditioner like long-lost family. Another minute, she snapped at her child, then apologized, then started fanning herself inside an air-conditioned room. At that point, I knew this isn't attitude or madness. This is perimenopause. If you see a woman in her 40s, don't ask, why are you behaving like this? Please gift her a fan. Rechargeable if you value peace. Now, let's talk facts. Perimenopause is the transition phase before menopause. It can start from late 30s, usually in the 40s. Hormones start moving mad. Up today, down tomorrow. Missing in action next week. Symptoms: hot flashes, heat that comes suddenly like Lagos traffic anger. Mood swings. You laugh, cry, pray, shout. Sometimes all at once. Brain fog. She enters a room and forgets why she came. Sleeplessness, anxiety, sudden body changes. Zero tolerance for rubbish, professional or personal. And yes, urinary incontinence. You see her running, stopping sharply, crossing her legs like a runway model, laughing outside, clenching destiny inside. Small cough, problem. Small sneeze, emergency. Now let's talk about what nobody likes to see. For some women, libido drops. For others, it suddenly rises. Either way, couples panic. He thinks she's no longer interested. She thinks something is wrong with her. Silence grows, resentment follows. Some marriages crack here, some divorces straight back here, quietly. Not because love ended, but because biology was misunderstood. Yet, what does society say? She has changed. She's too emotional. That one is too much. Oh. She should pray more. Life has always dealt women heavy blows. Puberty, childbirth, caregiving, grief. Perimenopause is another load made heavier by ignorance. Let's be clear. Perimenopause is not stubbornness. It's not rebellion, not spiritual failure. It is biology asking for understanding. If you love a woman in her 40s, give grace. Lower pressure. Adjust expectation. And please, sit her near the air conditioner or fan before she fights for it. She's not mad. She's transitioning. And transition seasons deserve compassion, not commentary or judgments.
Thank you very much for this advocacy. It's a very important conversation because a lot of people, half of the population will go through it, but we still don't know a lot about it. The conversations are not enough. To all the women on this table, I owe you funds. Funds, Ronke said we should give you funds, so yeah, we'll give you funds. There is a reason you don't get to see a lot of women in top management, and it's largely because they just can't deal with it anymore. And I've been having conversations with older women, and I ask, so why did you leave? They just go, I just couldn't deal with it anymore, and they just leave. Because even the corporates themselves, they don't understand this. Yes, a lot of marriages has ended because of this, because the wife is acting up, the husband does not understand. The wife herself, she doesn't understand it herself. So again, it's an important conversation, and we need to keep having it, and we need to keep amplifying it down to the grassroots,
It's okay to talk about it. In the past, you would not know anything. Many of us got to know about menopause when we started experiencing it. So you see the likes of Bimbo Akintola talking openly about menopause. You see someone like Betty Rabo talking about menopause. These people go on a show and they start to, tell the experiences. And if you, I don't know even how to explain this, because it's almost like an out-of-body experience. You begin to see your body as very strange. One of the most common physical signs is that your face changes. What is that thing? Your face suddenly changes. You have patches on your face. You go darker than normal. You can't sleep. You can't, insomnia. You're irritated. Absolutely. And men just think, or your staff would think, she's coming, not knowing that it's physiological. And I'm just glad that women are talking about it to bring more information and more awareness to our men to understand it better and to empathize with women. It's a very difficult time of a woman's life because it marks the end of the reproductive years. So if you're talking about menstruation, you're also talking about menopause. Now, every woman, older women are talking about menopause?
Let me take from Karen, because I think that for men, we need to understand a lot better. I think for spouses in a relationship, maybe they can understand because the woman can be a little bit more
Irritable.
maybe
Verbal?
a little bit more open to say, look, I just don't know, but I think this is it's menopause or whatever.
If she knows.
Many of us
If
don't
she
know.
knows.
Okay, I'm
If she
saying
knows.
us because I'm in the range, right? There are people
Yeah.
who get into menopause at,
No
menopause
idea.
at 40.
So the challenge for me is that in a workplace, for instance, or in a professional space, where you have to deal with rules, procedures, and things like that that don't necessarily give some recognition for your hormonal imbalances.
Yep.
So how do you as a woman communicate to people in a professional setting that my behavior might be irritable?
Because
So please don't judge me on the basis of
women
that.
don't
I think
even
that,
know.
that for me it's
So
very
most times women
important.
don't even know.
They have no
because there's
idea.
little
Even if
about
you
it.
know, it is personal to you. I think what
So
we
how
can
do
advise...
people respond? I'm trying to see in what
Action
way
men or couples
that
can
we can
support.
respond. Not just men, all right, or younger women as well
Support.
who are looking at you who don't understand why is she just irritable for no reason.
You know,
I
she
would
talked
say-
and all
about
that.
perimenopause. Sometimes you're
Yeah.
still menstruating, though.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you see
Yes.
the onset, you just know that you're sad. You're indescribably sad.
I
The-
would say...
the challenge for me is it possible that in trying to name it, women can use that as an excuse for anything? To just say, so if you have a very bad
not at
behavior,
all.
you just say,
So,
oh,
no,
it's
I
because
don't
I'm
think so.
perimenopause
I think
or whatever.
I will
because
say this.
Bega, do you
very
understand what I'm
trying.
trying to say?
Okay, so... Bega, please hold on. I'm saying, how can we support women going through this? Empathy, kindness. The first step is awareness. We need to know about it. So the one we see a woman in the age range exhibiting such symptoms, who is not typically like that.
The challenge is that the symptoms are not homogeneous. They're not the
Yes.
same
No,
for
yes,
every,
across the
every
board.
woman.
But if you
so
see-
they're different. You're talking about hormonal this, libido high, libido low. It's not homogeneous. So
Basically,
how
anything
do I-
can
so,
happen.
You don't need those ones
So
in
you
the
can
workplace,
actually put everything into that box. That's what I'm saying.
When you just see someone acting differently than they typically do in that age range, the first thing is to empathize and and track and check in with them. Like, are you fine? Before we start judging or start applying consequences, the most important way to support is being aware and empathizing.
Yes.
Okay, so for me, like you said, our men, so I want to appeal to our women to always go searching and ask questions, what is wrong with me? I agree totally that many people don't even know that is what is wrong with them.
Exactly. they
So I
don't.
want to appeal that, because I won't lie to you, it was almost 2 years after somebody very, very close to me that I realized that the reason why she was having brain fog was because of menopause. And I
Part
didn't
of
know.
it, yeah.
Her own major was brain fog, and she did not even know herself.
That's
and
the
I
thing.
didn't know. When I knew, I had to apologize that, so all the while that, so I want to say to our women also, go searching and know more about your body structure so that, especially spouses, you can say, Alaye is like, and for us, always ask questions when you see people, especially our old people, ask questions first before you raise a bar. Emotional transition is very, very serious. It's like a warfare. That phase to pass, very, 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 And what to not make it worse, social perception. We perceive wrongly. You just assume, or you just judge. Especially if that woman or if that boss or that staff had been one kind before, if she's the kind that, misbehave and So when that time comes, you won't know that this is what is happening. You will just easily attribute her misbehavior to the past experiences you have been having with her.
Okay. Being informed leads to emotional intelligence, which in turn enables us to add value to the lives of others and to society at large.
A case of 1 + 1 = 2. If only the national budget were as balanced as you're thinking, okay?